variables and variable expressions. So a variable right here, a variable is a symbol that represents one or more numbers. Okay. So for example, if there are 3 balls in one box. Okay. So now let's see the number of balls with different number of boxes. So if we have one box, then the number of balls is 3 by 1. If we have 2 boxes, the number of balls is 3 by 2. Okay, so if we use a variable x to indicate number of boxes, so here's x, then the number of balls actually is 3 by x. So right here, the 3 by x is called a variable expression. So an expression that contains a variable is called a variable expression. Now let's see how to evaluate the variable expression. Okay, so to evaluate the variable expression, we just replace each variable in a variable expression by a given value, and then simplify the results. So that's the process for evaluating the variable expression. So for example, for the expression 3x, and if the given value for x is 9, so we can evaluate the variable expression 3x equals 3 by 9, which is replace the variable x using the given value 9. So we can get this numeric expression. Then we can go ahead and simplify these results. We can get 27. Okay, now let's see another example. Evaluate this variable expression 3x minus, in the parentheses is 4 minus y. If x equals 1, y equals 2. So right here, 3x minus the difference between 4 and y right here. So this one is a variable expression. It contains 2 variables, x and y. So now we have the given value x, y, 1 and 2. And now we can go ahead and evaluate this variable expression. 3x minus 4 minus y is 3 by 1 minus 4 minus 2 equals 3 minus 2 equals 1. Okay. Now let's see the algebraic equation. Okay, algebraic equation is an equation that includes one or more variables. Okay, so for example, okay, so this is an equation, and this equation contains the variable x. So this is an algebraic equation. Now let's see how to translate sentences into algebraic equations. So for example, twice a number is 6 more than 3 times the number. So here we have the sentence. Now let's try to translate the sentence into an algebraic equation. So here you can see twice a number. So we can use a variable x to represent this number. Now let's see how to write this equation. So twice a number, that means 2 times the variable x. So is, so that means it's equal, right? It's equal to 6 more than, that means 6 plus 3 times the number. So number right here is the variable x. So 3 times number, that means 3x. So here, this equation is representing the sentence right here. And now we just translate a sentence into an algebraic equation. And next, let's see how to translate problems into algebraic equations. So for example, there are 10 people in a room. The number of men is 2 more than the number of women. the question is how many men are there in the room? Okay. So here's the problem, and we have several sentences right here, and then the question is how many men are there in the room? Okay. So right here you can see we can use a variable x to indicate the number of men. Okay. So then let's go back to the sentence right here. So there are 10 people in a room. Now we use the variable x to represent the number of men. Then the number of women actually is 10 minus x. Okay, so this is the variable expression we get from the first sentence. Now, for the second sentence, the number of men is 2 more than the number of women. So the number of men right here, we know it's x. And 8, so that means it's equal to. And 2 more than the number of women. The number of women is 10 minus x. So now you can see the second sentence actually give the information for an algebraic equation, right? So the number of men is 2 more than the number of women. So based on this sentence, we can write one equation. So the number of men is x is 2 more than the number of women. The number of women is 10 minus x. So this is the equation of this problem. Okay. Okay. So since we know the concept of equation, algebraic equation, in many situations we need to find the solutions or root of these equations. Solutions, or you can see the roots of equations. Okay. So the value of a variable that satisfies the equation is called the solution or the root of the equation. Okay. So today we talk about one special situation. It's a simple situation. Is find the solution sets of equations over a given domain. So for example, solve this equation, x by x minus 5 equals -4. So this is an algebraic equation. It contains one variable x. Now, x belongs to this set of numbers. So x belongs to this set of number. We use the braces to indicate a set of numbers. And x can only represent these 4 numbers, the number in this set. So this set number is called the domain of the variable x. So how to solve this problem? So we have this variable equation, and we know the domain of x. Then for this function, we just replace the variable x using each number in the set to see whether the equation is valid, is true or false. If the equation is true, that means that a number is the solution of this equation. Okay, now let's see. If x equals 1, the left side of the equation is 1 by 1 minus 5 is -4. So now I can see for this equation, left side equals right side, right? So it's the solution of this equation. Now, if x equals 2, the left side is 2 by 2 minus 5. Actually, is 2 by -3 equals -6. So now I can see it's not equal to -4 on the right side. So in this situation, you can see x equal to is not a solution of this equation. Now check x equals 3. So left side equation is 3 by 3 minus 5 is 3 by -2 is -6. It's not equal to the right side, -4. So this one is also not a solution of this equation. Now let's go ahead and check x equals 4. 4 by 4 minus 5 is 4 by -1 is -4. So it equals right side. So this is one solution of this equation. So now you can see we checked all the numbers in the given set. And we find that x equals 1 and x equals 4 are the solutions of this equation. So now we can see the solution set is 1 and 4. Okay, thank you.